Fuzzy Wingman. I am back. As you can see, there's a ridiculous amount of terrain here. Like, seriously, there's all kinds of buildings. I'm actually going to double check Harlequins because I know they have rules about falling, which is now going to matter. So, yeah, I'm really going all out with this terrain. Maybe I shouldn't have the microphone pointing into a terrain piece. There we go. Now the microphone's pointing at me. So yeah, we got all kinds of angles. So this time it's the 3 extra cameras will be important because in some of these instances, I can put things underneath buildings and you won't see it from the normal camera. So the new cameras shall shine. So I'm doing Harlequins and Deathwatch because you know what? Might as well try it. It's been a while since I've done either of them. I'm doing the Deathwatch Kill Teams mission from the Kill Team Manual of Psy 2019. So, yeah. Alright. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. This is 30, 15, 7, so 8 in. 3 inches away from the edge. Cool. I'm guessing Deathwatch has the great strategic advantage. They do. Also, what the hell are they doing? What's the objectives? Oh, their objectives. Let's see here. Okay, you do set up an objective, then deployment zone. So there's points for killing things, points for holding objectives. Wait. So we set up the, interesting. So someone could set up an objective, basically you will set up an objective not knowing if it's your deployment zone. Except maybe the Deathwatch. It just has to be within 6 inches. Alright, now it looks like it's in the deployment zone. You know what? Sure. So the Harlequins realized they can just fly up here with no problems. Space Marines will actually have some trouble getting up there. Except for the jump pack guy. Which actually becomes useful in this terrain. Alright, so Space Marines have the greatest strategic advantage. They're actually going to choose this deployment zone because of this objective now. Like, they don't really like that. So Harlequins get over here. Harlequins get to deploy first. Okay. Figure it out. It's been a while. So we'll do the one that doesn't really... Honestly. And one hanging out down there. Oh, yeah. So, one thing I do with doors is I say, hey, people can open and close doors. If you notice on some of my terrain, you'll see that's painted gold. So that way it's a very kind of clear visual. I can tell instantly that someone can go through that, but also allows for me, as a player, to kind of go, oh, that's a door. So I know if something's on the other side, it can pop out. So there's no surprise like, oh shit, that's a door. It's like, no, you know going in. And now, Deathwatch. Might as well get someone holding that objective up there. Someone who's shooty, but not necessarily a problem to be lost if he's, i.e., if he just spends his entire time up there. So they have up to 8 inches. basically just before this structure. It's going to be quite a challenge of movement. A lot of eyeballing things. Someone nicely in the doorway. You know what? Some more just to come. Charging forward. You know what? These two will stay up together. Might be better to go as a group. It's the shooting that starts getting how the hell is he going to get into a position that can shoot? And there we go. Yeah, he probably can go a little bit farther forward, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't even know if he shows up on that camera that well. Jesus. I'd have to move cameras around, but I don't really want to do that. You know, there's no need to worry about them being on top of terrain because they fly across. Jump pack guy can be up here. He's got the keyword fly, so you can just say, screw things, I'm flying over. Alright. Deployed. Crazy. There we go. Who's got the initiative? Well, Harlequins. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. This one's doing the walls and declaring a charge on this guy. He's got combi-plasma. He's going to fire both for Overwatch. He's not going to overcharge. He doesn't expect the plasma. I mean, the only reason to overcharge the plasma is to have the whatchamacallit, the double damage. He doesn't need that. Oh, right, they got special issue ammunition. Oh, and mission tactics. At the beginning of the first battle round, choose a data sheet to your kill team's priority target. You can re-roll wound rolls of 1 for attacks made by your models that target that data sheet. Well, unfortunately for Harlequins, that's every single model. So that means I get to re-roll wound rolls of 1 when I make attacks. Cool. So anyway, he's firing. Oh yeah, we can do different ammunition. Well, there's one that'll allow me to potentially get 2 shots in. Well, you add 3 to 24. Becomes 27, and you divide that in half, so basically you gain like, 1.5 maybe? Which is definitely not going to be enough, so whatever. So he's gonna do oh yeah. So it's every time I fire I can choose? Yeah, when the model fires. So I guess that means I can change it um like phases even. So it's like Overwatch phase I can shoot one round, shooting phase I can shoot another round. Alright, so he's doing Hellfire Round, so that wounds on a 2-up. So first we'll fire his Hellfire Round. Only one shot at this distance, doesn't hit. Fires Plasma shot 2, just a plasma gun. He's not going to overcharge, doesn't hit. Alright, so he didn't hit in Overwatch, didn't expect so, and now will Harlequin get an amazing roll? Oh my. 10, 15. Just outside the 1 inch. But still kind of a super pain in the butt. Screw it. This player's declaring a charge on the 2 models down there. They have guns, I'm sure, but the biggest question is, can I even see shit? Ugh. Well, it depends on who's who on the list. Sergeant cannot. Black Shield can. Black Shield has no gun, so people who could shoot are doing nothing. They're not going to fall back because, again, it's a hard charge. So they're just going to sit there. 10, 12. Who is that Harlequin in the window? Well, in the doorway. Alright, I'm going to indicate charged, so that way I don't try to have them shoot their pistols. Alright, let's see here. So it's just kind of going up here. Again, just to kind of move around and be annoying. Floop. This one will advance. Whoo! So nice whopping 14. Swoop. And the one under this building will quote-unquote ready up. I mean, there's nothing to shoot, so they'll be permanently skipped. But they're mostly there for objective holding, because that's important. Alright. Deathwatch time. Let's see here. What's that frag gun like? Ooh. You could do some heavy ouch with that. So we'll probably use that round. So if that's something that could actually then kill. Alright, models can move around. So first we're gonna have the Watch Sergeant declare charge on this model, who can't see them. But the main reason is because there's a doorway there. 11 inches. Yeah, so it goes forward. There's a door right there, so it's just pop through the door into that guy's face. And base contact. The black shield is actually going to declare charge on this model. Because this guy, the gunner, does not block his movement to this door over here. 6 inches. Okay, he's directly below there. I'll put him through the door to right here. So using those doors to get around this guy blocking the main area. So doorways are useful. And then of course the guy below, the gunner, is gonna ready up. And then let's see here. Well, this guy's gonna ready up. Huh. You know what's great? He's gonna declare charge on the player downstairs. Because again, he has the fly special rule, so why give a crap? 6 inches. I'm pretty sure with fly you could just... Does verticality not matter to you when you fly? I probably FAQ'd that or something. Well, they probably changed it for 9th edition, and that's it. Yep, doesn't measure vertical distance, so huzzah! Fly is still super overpowered. So... fly, and then he can land right where this guy's token is and just go boop. There we go. We got all the melees, boom, right there. I'm kind of trying to stop. Oh, that just denied this guy's ability to shoot. Oops. That's why they didn't want to do that. They were going to shoot it. Alright. Time to see if these two have an insane, line of sight draw to each other. Through all this terrain. It actually does look like it. This one's ass lines up with that one's face. So, that will be quite the distance. But still could be done. So Harlequins have the initiative, but they have no one readied besides this one who gets permanently skipped. So we'll go into first the gunner downstairs shooting because, well, you might as well. It's an assault weapon. It's the only one for that range, which is 24-inch range, is the shell. It's not at half range, so the strength isn't even more insane, but it's still pretty insane. So, long range obscured. So 5s to hit, but still 2 shots. And it's still 2 hits, Jesus. Strength 7 versus toughness 3, so 2s to wound, reroll 1s. Reroll 1s. Alright, 2 wounds. 2 4-up invulns for the Harlequin. Failed 1. We'll spend a command point to reroll this one. Ooh, still failed it. Damage 2. 5 is enough to take it out of action. Keep. Boom. This guy will fire 2 shots. will fire his shots. Let's see here. He will fire both rounds, and he will overcharge. None of the Hellfire, or none of the special issue ammunition increases its damage profile, so he'll just do the Hellfire round, so it wounds on 2. So we'll first do the 2 shots from the Hellfire round with 4s to hit because it's the combi weapon. And if you shoot, if you shoot with both weapons, you must subtract 1 from the hit rolls. So we'll do the first bolt round, the Hellfire rounds. So 2 shots, 4s to hit, 1 hit, 2 to wound, reroll 1s, wounds, 4 up invuln. They've already spent their command point to reroll, so they failed the invuln save, and they're only 1 wound, so that would just be a flesh wound. Screw it, he'll stick with it, because he's still got plasma to fire, so he'll fire plasma. We're going to roll this one at a time because he is overcharging. So first shot, 4 to hit. 3, that's okay. Second shot from the plasma, 4 to hit. 3, now he'll spend a command point to reroll and hope not to get a 1. Instead, he gets that hit. It's going to be 2 to wound, reroll 1s. It wounds, 4 up invuln. There, that Harlequin made that invuln save. It's okay. It did some damage. Now we'll go into melee, charge models first, so that's all Deathwatch. Oh, joys. Poor Harlequins. I mean, they will get an extra attack for being charged because of their ability, but, whoop. Alright. So, this guy's playing as a Zealot. So, he's got 2 attacks based. 1 extra attack for the charge. 1 extra attack for his chainsword. So 4 attacks. 3s to hit. Those 2 hit. Can't remember. Right, their data sheets haven't been upgraded to say Astartes chain swords yet, so I'm just going to continue with a regular chainsword at this moment. So 2 hits. It's now at strength 5, so it's still 3s to wound. Hasn't gone the 2s to wounds. 3s to wound, reroll 1s. 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves for the player. Failed one. It is a new phase. They want to reroll it? Sure, they'll spend their command point to reroll this one, They have faith in their other players doing okay. And failed. Injury roll says dead. Oh my lord. 3-inch consolidation. With the fly, you don't take any vertical into account. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. I think probably would be FAQ'd, to not allow for this kind of stupidity. Just like, whoop, but hey, it's in there. I mean, that does allow this one to punch, so, I guess that's good. I can remove their shot tokens because it's not going to indicate they can't fight. They can fight. But we still continue on with the good old Space Marines killing everything if they can. So we'll go with Watch Sergeant because, hey, the Watch Sergeant came up first when I was going through the data sheets. Alright, Watch Sergeant's the leader. 3 attacks base. Jeez. No other rerolls or anything. It's got the Xenophase sword. So 3s to hit. Rerolls for the hits. Oh my lord! They'll spend a command point to reroll one of these, because at this point they want one of these to hit. Gets a hit. Strength 4 versus toughness 3, so 3 to wound. Wounds. So, we'll first roll to see what happens. Failed, so it doesn't matter. But this weapon had your opponent must reroll successful invulnerable saves for wounds caused by this weapon. So, this model is very likely going to be failing its invuln save because of this weapon. But now we get an injury roll. Dead. Pretty sure each dead is a victory point, so you know, Space Marines are doing well, or Deathwatch is doing well. It has to go this way for the consolidation. Has to be to the closest. No, it has to be to the closest, meaning if for this guy, what was closer? Actually, this one. This one was closer. And now the Black Shield gets to attack. Oh, jeez. Poor Harlequins. Has 3 attacks base. It's a combat special, so 4 attacks. And that's that. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize the he could reroll failed charge rolls. That's okay. He still made it in. 3 attacks, 3 hits. And now strength 4 versus toughness 3, so 3's to wound, reroll 1s. Doesn't matter. That's 3. 3, 4 up invulns for this Harlequin. Failed them all. It's just damage 1. Watch this still be a 6. I really need to stop saying watch it be a 6 and then it be's a 6. Alright, that's dead. He's not going to move because closest is that one, and he doesn't want to. This Harlequin at least gets to do some punching. Holy hell. So yeah. Which one was it? Oh, it was the Zealot. Which doesn't really help it. Because it doesn't gain an extra attack then for this. Well, it starts off 4 attacks. But it gets a 5th attack because of its Mosk, which says, you know, even when a... Wait. This is a consolidation. It wasn't charged. Oh, only if it was a heroic intervention pile in. Otherwise... Nope. Even that was denied. Jeez. So just 4 attacks. 3's to hit. 2 hits. Yeah, no rerolls or anything. Adds 1 to its strength, so it's strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4 is to wound. Failed to wound. Oh, that's rough. Break test on the Harlequins. 8. They're okay. Everyone's leadership 8 in the Harlequins, so they passed. Right. Morale check on that one. 2 plus 4 is 6. It's okay. So it doesn't get shaken. So, oh yeah. Yeah. Turn 2. Let's see who has the initiative. Harlequins still have the initiative. Harlequins are at 1 command point, and Deathwatch is at 2. So, what does this Harlequin want to do? I mean, try to charge in. You know what? Screw it. We'll at least declare the charge, because if they fail to charge, you know, they won't move. Since it's... Oh, God. Do they really want to declare it on that one? No. So... Well, he's the closest. Screw it. They're declaring a charge on him because they would at least get to attack first. So he's just going to stay put because actually wants them. He wants to say, get over here. 6-9. That is not going to be enough. So the Harlequin will just stay put. Watch Captain advancing. Black Shield advancing. Oh. Since the Harlequin tried to attempt to charge. Even if I could see this Black Shield's trying to poke around, it can't shoot him. You know what? We're going to have the other guy down below advance just to get him out of there. 7 inches. I don't want to not see the bloke. There we go. And he's a heavy specialist, so he can advance like that and still shoot normally, so whatever. But there they are. Deathwatch are now all noticeable by this camera. The only one that's not noticeable is this one Harlequin hanging out with the objective. These ones will ready up, just in case the Harlequin decides to skedaddle. So, if the Harlequin decide to skedaddle, there's 8-inch movement. So it could indeed suddenly hide back here. But at least gets to pistol and melee this guy. And go first. So we'll ready up. Think they can ready up? I don't think they can actually. Lulz. But the concept is being ready to shoot pistols, so they both have pistols. Alright, we go on to shooting phase. The only ones that could shoot were really these two. Starting with the Harlequin. Has a Shuriken pistol. 1 shot. That's all you got. And you missed. And they're not going to spend a command point to reroll that because, yeah. And now the Deathwatch with a bolt pistol. 1 shot. Hits. 3 to wound. Reroll 1s. It wounds. 4 pinball. Made it. No, it's good you made it because that was going to be bad if you didn't. Now we're going to melee, starting with Harlequins. 4 attacks and that's it. 3s to hit. 3 hits. There we go. Strength 4 versus toughness 4. So 4s to wound. 2 wounds this time. AP -1, so 2 4-up saves. Failed them both. Ooh, there's no way this guy can do anything else. Yeah, he's just gonna accept his fate because the first one goes through and it's still D3 damage. 2 damage. 4 will kill him. And it will consolidate onto his face. Which now, this objective is now contested. However, this veteran can still punch. Because they're still going to have 2 attacks. Holy hell. 3s to hit. 2 hits. 3s to wound. I mean, his fists are still strong. Hey, I get to reroll 1s with attacks made to that data sheet. Failed. Doesn't want to smite command. You know what? Screw it. It's staying there. He thinks that Harlequin will have a tough time. So, end of that phase. The Harlequins have to do break test. Still okay. This Harlequin has to do a nerve check. Still okay. Yeah, we just go on to round 3. The game just continues at the moment. Since Deathwatch doesn't have to care. Deathwatch is now at 4 command points. Harlequins are at 2. Let's see who has that initiative. 10, still Harlequins. Oh, how does the Harlequin want to do this? Alright, this Harlequin's actually declaring a charge on this guy. It's thinking about doing that. Reason for that thinking is this one, it can potentially kill in melee. So these ones would have to like go towards it to be able to kill it. And it might be able to kite them a little bit. Especially if it gets a good enough roll to be up there. These guys will have harder time. Well, how far away are they? This guy has a pretty good chance of charging and ending up in combat still. And that's why this guy doesn't want to fall back, because he would make it... Yes, this one's harder. However, it could then just get to him, and then these guys can't catch up. Yeah, it's doing that charge, because it will declare it. He will just take it. No Overwatch, no falling back. Because again, he wants to give them the opportunity to potentially catch up. So, whopping 12. Will indeed go behind him to make these ones' charges more difficult. Alright. And then, of course, that will stay in melee. So the Watch Sergeant, of course, will declare a charge there to try to get in. Gets 9 inches, so he's well within. Shield guy. It's just like, I got the objective. Like, I'll do the objective at this point. It's like, Sergeant, you got this. I'll do my thing. Alright, Harlequins. Because we just go... Oh, no, shooting phase. We can still shoot over here. He does not have a bolt pistol, amazingly. Really. Yeah, he doesn't have a pistol, so... Harlequin gets to shoot with the Shuriken pistol. Let's go. Doesn't hit. What was that one? Whatever. Alright, no longer shooting. Melee time. This Harlequin... Hey, it charged, so it gets to actually, you know... add to its attack rolls. So 4 base, 5, how's one to do it? 3 on the Sergeant, 2 on the Gunner. So we'll do the 2 on the Gunner first. 2 attacks, 3's to hit. Won't bother rerolling those. 3 attacks on the Sergeant. 2 hits. We'll accept those 2 hits. Because again, it's Harlequin's Kiss, so strength 4 versus toughness 4. 4 is to wound. 1 wound. They'll hold on to the command point still because it's D3 damage. So hold on to that wound. So it's 1-4 up save for the Deathwatch, who made it. So his armor prevails. And now we go on to other charge models, which is the Sergeant, who's got 3 attacks, 3's to hit, 2 hits, 3's to wound, reroll 1s, or you just get 2 wounds, 2 4-up invulns, and you reroll successful ones. Hey, you made 1, but failed the other, so it goes through. Only had 1 wound anyway. Oh. Before I even do that, I didn't realize they never spent their command point to reroll. So the Harlequin will spend a command point to reroll because it didn't have to reroll this one. And a dice can only be rerolled once, so, well. I was going to say, if it rolled a success, then it'd be like, you can't force me to reroll. But it still failed. Still probably going to die. Space Marines haven't spent their command points, so I'm going to reroll that one. Alright, whatever. Flesh wound. And now, this Harlequin punching, since Harlequins still get to choose first. I'm totally looking at the wrong sheet here. There we go, 4 attacks. Oh, it was just the same as this one. The only difference is this one's a Zealot. But didn't get Zealot ability. 3s to hit. Hey, look at that, 4 hits. 4s to wound. 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves for that Space Marine. They've already spent the command point to reroll this during this phase, so he has to take it. D3 damage. 3 damage. Space Marine is probably gonna... Yep. Dead. This Harlequin's not gonna consolidate instead because it's sitting on the objective. Alright. Morale. Harlequins have everyone injured at the moment, so they auto-break. So we do checks. That's 6, it's okay. 6, that's okay. Space Marines are more than half, so no break tests, no morale checks. But I need to double check the rules to see if this is one of those ones where if one team is broken, game automatically ends. No, they keep going. So, turn 4. Space Marine, Deathwatch is at 5 command points. Harlequins are at 2. Who's got the initiative? And this time, Deathwatch. Alright. Deathwatch is going to have him fall back. He can't see this Harlequin still, so he can't shoot at that one. He's trying to get to up there, so he might have a shot. And he's going to stay in melee, obviously. He wants to. And this guy will stay there on an objective, because that's worth a lot. Harlequins are actually going to leave this player up there, because holding active and, can survive. Especially because the game could end after this turn. So we go on to shooting phase. Just Harlequin. It's not even in range, so Harlequin can't even shoot pistols. So, well, I guess there's this. People could shoot pistols in this. Does the watch sergeant have a pistol? Nope. Has a bolt gun. Oh. That's also intense because that's the Neuro disruptor. So the Neuro disruptor will shoot. 1 shot. Yes, 1 shot, 3 to hit. Fails to hit. They'll spend a command point to reroll that, and they want this one to go through. Hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4 to wound. Fails to wound. They're annoyed by that. It was an AP -3 weapon with D3 damage, so that was their chance to kill this guy. But now we go into melee. Shooting. No. Shooting's done. Melee time. And I realize it's like, technically we've been going to Psychic, but no one has Psychic, which is good, because I forgot Psychic once against Harlequins, and it was oops. Anyway, Watch Sergeant. 3 attacks. 3s to hit. All 3 hit. 3s to wound. Reroll 1s. Reroll 1s. Holy shit. 1 wound. He's just going to accept it. Because invuln save. Passed. But has to reroll because of his blade. Still a pass. So, successful. So the Harlequin can actually punch back. With 4 attacks. 3s to hit. No. Not 3s to hit. Their team is broken and it has an injury. This one probably had... I probably did 3s to hit and completely forgot its injury. Whoops. Yeah, it's injured and team is broken now, so it's 5s to hit. So that 6 still hits, though. Still 4 to wound, though. Fails to wound. So that's that. Now we roll to see who's broken. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's actually a 9. And Harlequins don't get to reroll, so... Shaken. This model rolls a 1 and automatically passes. Deathwatch doesn't care. We just roll to see if the game ends. It continues. Round 5. Except with this guy being shaken, pretty much Harlequins are even more toast. Deathwatch is at 7 command points. Harlequins are at 2 command points. Initiative, like it really matters. 8 and 8. Okay. Alright. Deathwatch has the initiative now. Right, he's going to advance because he can. I just remembered he could shoot even after he advanced. He's got to do some climbing here. And he did it. He can see this model perfectly. This giant thick pillar is not enough to block it. So he's got a shot at least. So he's happy with that. He will stay in melee. And the Harlequin will also stay in melee. So let's do that shot because, you know, it's actually within range. So he can only do the shell, since 24-inch range. 2 shots, long range obscured, so 5s to hit. Hits. Gets a hit, and now I'm going to reroll the other one. Because it's 2 to wound, reroll once. Wounds, technically at AP minus 2, but whatever, for a pinbone. Failed it. And they'll spend a command point to reroll that, because they can do that this phase. Still failed it. Damage 2. Obscured. However, not within 1 inch of the terrain that's obscuring it. Well, I guess technically it is because this is the whole terrain piece. But you still add 1 from the injury roll, so it's still out of action and dead. So he did his job, getting up there real quick and firing. Being relentless made it so he could advance and shoot that assault weapon with no penalty. So, damn, got that kind of quick shot. And now we just go into this junk. Neuro disruptor can shoot. Injury team broken, so it's 5 to hit. Doesn't hit. Yeah, so that the last time I had it shoot, it probably couldn't. It probably didn't hit, but it didn't matter. Well, I guess command point spending mattered, but in the end, it really didn't. Because we still go into melee. 3 attacks from the Watch Sergeant. 2 hits. 3s to wound, reroll 1s. 2 wounds, 2 4-up saves, and you gotta make them both twice. Because then I have to reroll this one. 1 success, you know what? And we'll spend its final command point to reroll this fail. Because even if it's a success, you can only reroll dice once, so it can't be forced to reroll that one. So, bam! Successes! So it survived. And has 4 attacks to hit on 5s. Nope. So it just stays there. Well, is it shaken? Yes. It is now fully shaken. Does the game end? No. Oh, what a sad, sad day. Because 6 is really not going to matter. And hey, you know what? He's going to advance to start trying to get back to the other objective. This is just funny. No, it's only 3 inches to jump down. Sure, he'll just jump down. Really go. It's like, let me run over here now. Just run over there, then run over there. It's like, let me just do objective running. You know, he's that one player in a game who's just like, I'm focused on the objective. I'm focused on the objective. This Harlequin can't do shit, so we'll just go straight into the melee. 3 attacks. Well, they can spend a command point to reroll one of those, so they will. Oh, wow. That was bad. That was that. The game ends. I mean, granted, I have to roll to see if it's still broken. 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually would have passed. You know, it would have stayed there and been like, I can keep fighting, but all is lost because Harlequins get 2 victory points. Deathwatch gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get 8. So, yep, they crushed. Crushed it hard. Terrain was kind of fun. I mean, it ended up being just like this little section instead of using these other tall pieces. Well, you know, sometimes the games do end up in certain portions of the map once all teams kind of converge. But this terrain is fun, and yeah, it's fun playing with... It's just fun playing this game. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fabulous day, everybody!